How many times do you think about the world? It's a rather complex place. It moves, the Earth that is, constantly in a never-ending cycle of energy, which will last trillions of years before the universe is finished sending our matter around and around again. But we'll never see those trillions of years, for in our small Earth, there's its own cycle of energy. You've learned about it in school. The water cycle, the food chain, maybe even lost energy during chemical processes. Although, have you thought about how we conserve energy? We have packages hand-delivered to our doors for personal convenience. We each personally drive cars for they more easily travel to places than our bodies alone. And we waste so many resources for the supposed sake of cleanliness, wrapping things in plastic again and again, elongating our showers with hot on-demand water and throwing it all away, hiding it underground as if it's gone forever. We pollute for convenience. We don't recycle goods because it's time-consuming, and we don't fully utilize renewable energy as it currently can't supply our massive energy demands. It's difficult, so we avoid it. These resources, mind you, the ones that we're wasting, are in desperate need by countless individuals. Things we take for granted are desperately yearned for by others. Things that we waste are spreading suffering to millions of creatures, and humans too. We live in a world of consumption. One where we consume, purchase, and spend, all for luxury, convenience, comfort, and variance. Most of us could have chosen a local farmer's market, a walk, or maybe even a bike ride. But the time expense, the difficulty to change, just a little, is too much. So why does energy efficiency, or any of these lifelike trifles, matter? To start, the average American household produces 7.5 tons of CO2 from driving and electricity alone. Mind you, 21% of said electricity comes from solely luxury appliances such as smart devices, computers, video game consoles, and more. And this CO2 compiles in our atmosphere and bolsters global temperatures. With the never-relenting sun and the trapping of more and more heat comes the survivability of the little things, such as particularly adapted plants and certain species of animals and insects. And eventually, it will invade our livelihoods. Energy will become unsustainable, our electronics unusable, and our planet eventually inhabitable. It's projected that we must minimize our net global carbon emissions to zero by the end of 2050. For after that, there will be no salvation. And it starts at the source. Our devices, our laziness, our convenience, our luxury. And it's impossible to expect every individual to change their ways of life to accommodate the better future of something they'll never see. So at the very least, advocate for those who are willing. Buy people time. Give people options to find solutions. Since we don't live in an ideal world. And frankly, we probably never will. But that's no excuse to accept life for how it is now. Many of us can turn the lights off when the room isn't in use. Shut off a computer instead of putting it to sleep. Walk to local locations instead of driving, and fully utilizing the resources we have at hand. We don't have to demand a world of convenience. We can enjoy the luxuries of life with some sacrifice if it means preserving our planet for years to come. Or to some of us, maybe even saving money. For we cannot rely on bright-minded individuals to do the dirty work for us, to figure out how to better preserve our environment. Since fundamentally, humans are the problem. We've been the problem. And yet, most of us lie dormant in our preservation of luxurious lives, our personal benefit, our lives of comfort. We matter in numbers, since energy usage, carbon contributions, and environmental damage are net problems. We all live on this planet, so this is all of our problems. We can choose a life of luxury. We can invoke lives of efficiency. We can see our carbon footprint. And we can make a difference. Together, as humans, it's a necessity that we care for this planet as much as we care for our own survival. Since right now, this planet is our survival, and us humans tend to prefer being alive.